Hello and welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we're going to do a reading on the connection or the bond between P. Diddy and Usher. Please remember, everything said here is alleged, it's supposed. I'm just a weirdo recluse playing with some cards. Let's get started. I did already do a reading between Diddy and Jay-Z. I will try and remember to have that linked. What is P. Diddy's current overall major arcana, please? P. Diddy's current overall major arcana. What is Usher's overall major arcana, please? Usher's overall major arcana. What is the shared energy between them, please? The shared energy between these two people. And what is the main major arcana for their past? The major arcana for their past. So, Diddy's current overall major arcana, Temperance. So, this is about achieving balance. You know what this makes me think of? He's in a new environment. He has only been like in lockup for a matter of days, really. I don't think he's even been in there for 3 days. But they have been talking about him possibly having withdrawals, not feeling well. And so this is about moderation. And so this could be about his system purging all those toxins that it was used to getting on a daily basis. And this is very much someone who is trying to achieve some modicum of moderation, not swinging from extremes to extremes. Now let's see what Usher's current major arcana is. Oh yeah, antisocial. Don't look for me, don't ask me, I don't want to be seen, I don't want to be heard. He's just gonna do his little job and then take it back to his house, go back to the dressing room. This is someone who is just being antisocial right now. This is also the Virgo energy, and we are in Virgo season right now. So let's see the major arcana for their connection. Ooh, the Magician. So this is about conjuring things, making things happen, making stuff look one way or in the way that you want. This could be like a narrative that is being drawn, spun, or created. The Magician can be very tricky, because think about what a magician does. They trick the eye, they deceive the eye. And so it looks like that could be, you know what, another feeling that I just got is it could have been like a mentorship. Take that in the way that you want. But it looks like this magician is teaching. It's like they're giving a lesson. And then even in the background, the sun almost resembles him. So there could have been some kind of teaching, some kind of mentoring that went on between them. And then I wanted to know the major arcana for their past relationship. The Emperor. Oh, okay. So I don't really like that, because the Emperor is a father figure. He is a authoritative, masculine person. Somebody, this would be, honestly, this would be Diddy's energy. This would be, this is the big daddy energy, a CEO, somebody who is an entrepreneur. He owns multiple businesses and multiple homes. And the Emperor can also talk about not only a person who is like a father figure, but an actual institution, like the music industry, or a lot of times I will associate the Emperor like with the NFL or the NBA. And the Emperor as a person can signify men doing what men do. So that's a little uncomfortable, considering Usher was with Diddy when he was young. So now let's just pull some main energies. What are Diddy's energies towards Usher? What are Diddy's energies towards Usher, please? And what are Usher's energies towards Diddy? Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. Jeez. Usher got lots of feelings, lots of thoughts towards Diddy. What are the shared energies here? Shared energies, please. Notice how that one popped right on top of Diddy's pile. So we only got 2 cards. Let's see what this one is, because it fell out directly on top of Diddy's. Oh, okay, so I should have said this before I started, but I do have several cards that do kind of signify like an abuse of power, if you catch my drift. And this one in particular, this is one of them, and this is like being repeatedly backstabbed, and like from different angles. And I mean that in the sense that someone is deceiving you and tricking you and betraying you in multiple ways. So maybe just not in, maybe not only in business, but maybe personally as well. And then on top of that, we'll go ahead and interpret that this is a shared energy of the King of Cups in the reverse is often an alcoholic, somebody who overindulges in drugs or any kind of personality, mind changing substance. And this is also somebody who is very self centered and narcissistic, because usually the King of Cups is someone who's very emotionally stable. But with him being in the reverse, he's only worried about himself. And look, right, the first few words say bad advice, scheming, fraud, an alcoholic, or a drug addict. So that gives me the feeling that their shared energies have a lot to do with like drinking and some, mind numbing substances. Now let's see Diddy's feelings or energies towards Usher. Okay, so all right, so he sees Usher as an investment. And I think that he really does have a bit of a soft spot for him, especially because I think since Usher, his Vegas residency has done so incredibly well that it has really kind of catapulted him back into like stardom. And I know he's Usher and he's got so many amazing hits. He did the Super Bowl, but like really, all his antics and his performances, the whole Keke Palmer thing, like that really kind of blew him back up again. And I think that Diddy sees him as something a very, maybe like a first love almost. Ooh, I didn't mean to say first love. I meant like a first, like his first apprentice, like his first apprentice. But this, I think the reason that love slipped out, other than a Freudian slip, is because the Page of Wands can be a bit of a lover. He is somebody who will leave a string of broken hearts. He is someone that likes to travel. He's an adventurer. So, he will find someone that he enjoys, and he's going to enjoy the moment, and then he's going to move from wherever he is across the nation. And then he's going to find someone there, he'll enjoy them, and then he's going to move on. And he also has a bit of a attitude of like either you like it or you leave it. And the Page of Wands is very charismatic. He can be a bit of a like a somebody who hypes you up. He is oh my gosh, what is that called? Somebody who is a good speaker, inspirational speaker. That's what I'm thinking. And so I think that Diddy thinks that because he has kind of invested in Usher as an apprentice and they worked so long together, that maybe he can kind of help him out. But I think that he's a little fearful that maybe Usher is on the straight and narrow now. He's more on a traditional life path, and maybe he's, found God or become more religious. And now let's see what Usher is feeling towards Diddy, because we got, oh no. Okay, so this is in the reverse, but this is also one of the cards that can kind of represent a victim mentality. Should I share my others with you in case they come out? Tower in the reverse. Off the top of my head, the Eight of Swords, the Devil card, the King of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse. And like I said, the Emperor, because he's usually pretty authoritative and domineering. Okay, so we have some, we have some wands here. So these wands always talk about career, passion, drive, creativity. And so it's almost, especially with this being like Usher is watching, and it's almost like he's waiting and he is hoping that he's not going to be approached about anything, because he really doesn't want to compromise on the image that he has built up. And in all honesty, this can be really messy and painful. Just the rumors that circulate, that's got to be really difficult to deal with. And then to have them resurface and everyone's eyes being on you. This card in particular, if you look at it, this is like the wounded warrior. This is somebody who's been through so much. And they have proven to be incredibly resilient, but there is just something that they are not willing to bend on, something that they are not willing to compromise on. And then we have, we have the Four of Pentacles here. And so this is someone who is very possessive. And I get the sense that he thinks that Diddy is a very possessive, and almost like he still owns him, or he owes him. Does that make sense? Like Diddy feels like he owns Usher, even though he's a fully grown, autonomous man. Or Diddy feels like Usher owes him. Like, hey, look at everything I did for you. You got famous. Your name got out there because of me. And so I think that Usher sees him as somebody who is very, very greedy and self-centered, and he doesn't want to lose what he has. And then we move on towards a Scorpio card here, and the Tower in the reverse. So I think that Usher really does see him, kind of marching to his end. Look at how this person is riding their horse towards the Tower. And the Tower in the reverse is like the inevitable, but you're trying to fight it. And it's something that you don't want to happen. You're trying to avoid it. But a lot of times it's difficult to avoid the disaster. And I think that to him, Diddy is he's going to try and use everything at his disposal. Look at this person here. They have water, they have earth, they have all of these stars, celebrities. They have a big giant like sun star above them. So I think that I think that Usher feels that Diddy is going to try and do whatever he can. Like he's going to fight till the end. But I think that ultimately Usher doesn't see him being released. So now I want to know, what can we know about their past connections, their past bond? What can we know about the things that were done in the past with these two people? The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so that's interesting. I think that first off, this King of Pentacles is somebody who is all about the money. Oh, all about the Benjamins. Okay, that'd be a nice way to say it. This person is all about the Benjamins, and this is the kind of person who is going to leave you in the middle of your birthday celebration dinner because work is calling, and so they're going to take off. There is nothing and no one that they will put in front of their job. You see this right here? That is the Jupiter symbol, and that Jupiter is all about expansion and prosperity, and that is the King of Pentacles perfectly. This is also a Taurus card. I don't know if either of these gentlemen are a Taurus card, but I do also get the sense that Usher is very very driven and very successful in his own. I do think that Diddy is a little jealous of Usher. I think that he feels as though Usher has kind of surpassed him in fame and even in talent. And I think that Diddy doesn't really like that, because I think that Diddy has a very small ego, which is, I think that he has a very poor self-esteem. I think that he is very insecure, and that's why he feels the need to control and to dominate. Y'all see this little gnat that's flying around here? I always pay attention when stuff flies in during a reading. But I think that ultimately, he used Usher to live through him vicariously. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. The Knight of Wands, it says someone with a fragile sense of identity and poor personal boundaries. I just said that I think that Diddy has, a bad self-esteem because that's why he feels the need to control. What else can we know about the bond and relationship between these two people? Thank you. Ooh, the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. So I think that, I don't think that they're very close. I think that they have definitely had some bouts and some rounds and some fights. You could even describe it as hostile. And I also think that Diddy does not have that sway or that hold. He doesn't have that ability to intimidate Usher or even Usher's family anymore. But I always get the sense, especially with Diddy, he dibbles and dabbles. He dibbles and dabbles with practitioners of magic. And I don't know if he himself does it, but he has people that work for him, and they try and use that magic to switch stuff up, to make stuff happen, and, for him to get his way. Now I want to know about Usher and this case. Tell me about Usher in this case, please. All right, already I see two repeating cards, the Ace of Swords and the Five of Wands in the reverse. The Devil card, that is also one of my abuse cards. The Two of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Magician in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so yeah, I think that Usher is hoping that Diddy goes down. He's like, yeah, get that fucker. I hate him. I think that they have gone through so much. Diddy has put this man through the ringer, and I think that I get the sense that deep down, Usher wants to rush in and tell his story, but I think the issue is it being revealed to other people. And I think that, Usher has taken a very long time to try and heal and maybe even go to therapy or work with gurus and pray and, maybe had a spiritual advisor. But I think that ultimately there is something that he cannot let go of. There is something that he hasn't been able to move on from. And I think that he sees Diddy as the magician in the reverse, because this is somebody who manipulates. This is somebody who no longer can make stuff happen on their own. They have lost that power. And again, with the Devil, this is someone that needs power and control. So they hoard over people. But I think that here you can see that these chains are pretty loose. And so at any time, these people here can accept that they can move on from the chains, and they can be out from under the control, the power, and the just mean nature of this devil energy. So I do kind of feel like Usher definitely suffered at the hand of Diddy, because I've gotten several of my abusive relationship cards, if you get me. Is Usher gonna be called to the stand or to testify? Queen of Swords in the reverse. So I think that he's gonna do absolutely everything. Like, he is gonna drag his feet, and perhaps it would be something not as big as what we all think Diddy did, like during Flavor Camp. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it would be like trespassing or blackmail, or I don't know, something on a smaller scale. What outcome does Usher want for this case? What outcome does Usher want for this case? I'm going to go one more round. How does Usher want this case to come out? The Hanged One. And, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah, Ten of Wands. Usher would be unburdened. He would be vindicated if they would give that man life. Give him life. Hang him up. String him up. I understand, honey. I understand. I'm sorry that happened to you. Allegedly. Now we're going to pull some oracle cards. Tell us about the time shared between these two people. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. The time shared between these two people, please. See what we got. I don't read these in the upright. I keep getting this for Diddy. I got this on his personal arrest reading. I got this on his reading with him and Jay-Z, and now I'm getting it again with him and Usher. I want to do a reading with him and Justin Bieber, but I don't know if it would just be a better idea for me to do Bieber on his own, and I'm also going to do Carisha by herself. So yeah, I mean, they got the camera set up. Red lipstick stains, so I mean, you know, that's usually pretty sensual and seductive. Expired, disused, old news, discarded. That could talk about a person. Anger management. Okay, yeah, so that is definitely a sense that I get with Diddy. And yeah, I think that this would definitely be Diddy's energy here. He would probably have some anger issues. Bad choices and promiscuous. Sleeps around, a hot free-for-all, sleeps with your man. So let's go one more round, because you know I'm nosy. These two people, what was done in their time together? Tell us about their recreations together. Okay, toxic. I got this in, I think, I got this in a couple of other Diddy readings too, and I always think with this, it's about those chemicals. I just talked about those chemicals. Alcohol, drugs, anything that kind of just alters you. Getting played, manipulated, lies, control. All those words right there are perfect words for the Magician, the Emperor, and the Devil, and all of those cards came out. Fake apology. I get the sense that Diddy probably apologized. I think I also heard somewhere, was it Carisha? Maybe it was with Miss Port. No, it was Kim Porter and J-Lo. I think each of them completely separately said that when Diddy is in the wrong, or maybe it was Cassie, when he was in the wrong, he would always send big, giant flowers as an apology. So I get the sense that he probably apologized to Usher as well, but he was just being fake. He wasn't being honest, and then running away. So that is my reading on Usher and Diddy. If I didn't ask any questions that you wanted me to ask, please let me know in the comments down below. And keep your eye out for my Carisha reading and my Justin Bieber reading. Today we used the Van Gogh Tarot. These were my major arcana. We also used the Modern Witches Tarot. Learning Tarot card tarot deck from Witchy Cauldron, and then the What Lies Beneath Hidden Futures Oracle cards. Thank you for being here.